I think my sound's okay, so I'll just keep rolling. So just to give you a bit of a background of Christina, we work together in Rising Sun Pictures here in Adelaide. It's a visual effects studio. We work together on Thor Ragnarok, Tomb Raider, and a few other films that were going through Rising Sun. And yeah, she's been working on Netflix series Boys. And what else? She's been look dev artist doing some amazing stuff. And we're really excited to have her hosting the show. And Charly, please, can you introduce yourself and just tell us, who your translator is there? Because Charly wasn't feeling very confident with his English today. So he thought, you know what, he'd call in a favor with his younger sister. Is that correct, Charly?
Yes. She here for help me to difficult to explain myself.
Perfect.
I'm Charly Amani. I'm 27 years old. Yes, 27, and I'm a young character artist.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Does that work? Sorry.
Keep going, Charly.
Yes, but
where can I begin? He doesn't know where.
Yeah, I think the begin. Just go right back to the start, Charly. Like obviously you entered into the Rookie Awards this year, but I think for us, we would love to know like where you studied, or even if you studied at all, and what country you're in. Like, where are you right now? Just tell us the setting of like.
Yes, it's true. I'm come from Belgium, but I'm born in Congo.
Yeah.
And I start learning 3D since my I think, but like an hobby, and ça fait 2 ans.
It's been 2 years.
It's been I really began to study in deep my
skills.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry.
Carry on.
Yes,
sorry.
And I know I work like freelance, like I work like freelance for two different projects, but I can't tell more right now because I'm in NDA and it's confidential. Yes.
No problem. And so what age did you move to Belgium, like from Congo? Like, have you been there for a long time, or is it quite recent? Did you go there to study?
No. I moved in Belgium. I was 5 years old.
Yep.
And with my family, but it's because it's c'était la guerre à l'époque. This is a war in my country.
Oh, so I see.
On another country, yes.
Yeah, well, and even back in like when you were back in Congo, was like getting into visual effects and this sort of industry, was that something that you actually thought about back there in Congo, or was it something that like when you only discovered when you got to Belgium?
No, I discovered. I was too young to discover that. I discovered that when I was in Belgium.
Yeah, cool. Because you're only 5. Yeah, I was gonna. If my 5-year-old was doing visual effects, I'd be freaking out right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a different.
Yeah, that's great. So you got to Belgium, and you've been there. So, and did you say that I think we were talking just previously before we went live, and you said that you've essentially been studying or training yourself, right? So, tell us a little bit about your schooling and how you developed your skill set.
Yes. En fait, j'ai commencé l'école et puis après j'ai découvert genre la sculpture et après j'ai bougé.
Did it when he was at school around his 15s. He was 15 years old, but so he studied until he go to the higher school, and he started with sculpture, like statue.
Yes, I discover sculpture, and when I discover that, I know it's what I want to perform, do, and I choose to stop my study to focus on that.
Yeah, excellent. So you're doing more traditional sculpture, and then you started getting into 3D sculpture. Is that sort of how it happened?
Yes. I try. Most of the time I work on the brush, but sometimes I try to touch with my
real sculpture.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like I know a lot of amazing modeling artists in visual effects, and I think a lot of people still love to go back to the traditional of actually doing clay or whatever it may be, and I think they just love the organic nature of being able to or tactile nature of being able to sculpt. So and so you got into ZBrush, and so now you're sort of specializing as a character texture artist, because I want to have a look at your portfolio, your winning portfolio for the rookies this year, and we can break it down a little bit, and you can just tell us about the inspiration behind the characters that you've done for the entry.
Yes, yeah. These two characters is based on two characters I on TV show. One from The Wire, and the other from the Watchmen series from HBO. And it's these two projects is more like training. I want to test my skills. What can I do? What can I create from scratch if I take one subject and I push it le plus loin possible.
As far as you possibly can. Yep.
Yes, I want to test my limit. Yes, and I do these two projects. And when I do these two projects, I took myself a deadline from the rookie. It's un peu un défi, je me suis donné comme défi.
He challenged himself.
Yeah, to finish the two projects from the rookie hunter the end of the rookie hunter.
Yep, excellent.
C'est un peu ça que je voulais faire. It's that I want to do.
Yeah, brilliant. No, it was I mean, for us, I know that there was a lot of digital doubles, in character work that was entered into the Rookie Awards this year, and I think your characters definitely stood out, and myself being a texture artist. And seeing the level of work, it was amazing to see, the quality. Because typically we'll tell students don't do characters because they're the hardest things to do in the world, right? So stick with doing a basic prop, and what you've done is gone ahead and done two amazing characters. So I think that's really what shone for a lot of the judges. And the thing is that if you get it right and you nail it, you'll stand out. But if you get it wrong, like a lot of people get wrong and they just don't really shine. So congratulations on nailing it. So can you just tell us a little bit about the workflow? I'm guessing was it using Mari projections and texturing XYZ with their displacement maps? Is that the process that you sort of went through?
Yes, my process is a little
it's a little bit messy.
It's messy, but typically I work. I start from. I try to sculpt my character and his prop the more further I can. When I have when I am happy with my sculpts, I need to I need to ranger mes pensées.
It's to structure his throw.
Yes. So we will start with ZBrush. I sculpt in ZBrush. The more accurate, the more j'essaie de mettre le plus de détails que je peux.
He tried to put most of the detail that he can put in it.
In my skin, jusqu'au port de la peau.
Until the skin.
The pore detail. Yep.
And when I am happy with that, I had the layer with the pro detail. I go on Mary to when I go to Mary to project XY map on my
Yep.
on my character on my model to have a more realistic thing. Yes.
Yeah. So that's I mean, it's quite a common technique is, pushing the sculpture in ZBrush as far as possible, trying to get all the wrinkle detail and all, getting all that detail, and then using these texturing XYZ. So people that out there that don't know, if you're into character texturing, then Texturing XYZ is a website that does really high resolution detail maps that you're able to project and get that really fine pore detail onto your character. And it's kind of it's a good technique that's currently used in big visual effects studios at the moment, so that you get that realistic detail that you see on Charly's characters that are being shown on the screen at the moment. So Charly, I mean, just tell us like why you entered into the Rookie Awards. Like, how did you hear about it? What made you enter into it?
Yes, but it's not the first time I put an entry on the Rookie Awards last year, but my level is very weak, very very low at this time. But this year I go to the after I do my entry last year. I give me an objective to have a really, really, really better hunter for this year. So I put the date of the end of the
competition.
Yeah, the competition on my shoulder, and I say myself, you need to do something really great for the next year.
Excellent. And were you surprised that you actually won?
Yes.
He was always saying that I know that I'm not going to win, but I'm really happy that I'm in the 30 people.
Yes, but yes, I don't really expect to win. It's just for me. I got on the competition really for myself to push myself further to do better.
Yeah.
I don't need that to win, but I'm really happy to. It's really.
It's a great message, and I think, for a lot of people that are, when they see the Rookie Awards, they're like, oh, why would I enter in? I'm never going to win. A lot. It's a message that we tell people is like, hey, it's not about winning. It's actually it's the confidence. It's giving yourself those milestones and deadlines to go, hey, you know what? I need to enter into this just to kind of force myself, right? Because actually, when you get into the industry, then you really start facing deadlines, and this is what it's like, right? So actually entering into this contest gives you a really good taste of what it's like to actually get into the industry and meet these deadlines. So, and a lot of the times, people just want to, just start creating their portfolio and just, it's the first step kind of into the industry. So congratulations, this is, we've had a few people that just never thought they were ever going to win, and, they've come through it and won it. So, it's life's changing for a lot of people as well, right? So there's hopefully that will open a lot of doors for you, and you get your name seen, and people know who Charly is, you get lots of job offers.
So Charly, I was going to say, what actually inspired your piece?
What inspired my really, I'm really in love with face of people. So I love to make people faces, and so I don't really have inspiration. I just specific. I don't really specific inspiration. I just it's I think it's relaxing for me.
Yeah. It's great. Have you? I was just going to say, on our judging panel, we've got some really high-profile judges on there. Have you seen the works of Ian Spriggs? Have you seen his stuff?
Yes, I have forget to say that I go on the competition because I know really great artist my work.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he personally messaged me and said, "Who's that guy, that Charlie guy?" No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, but I'm sure, that's the other amazing thing is that, people, as a student, getting your work seen by the likes of Ian, and Ian's a lovely guy, he does amazing work. And there's a handful of people that are doing character creation work that are just next level. You look at their work and it's insane, right? So,
yes.
Ian would have been judging your stuff and just looking at your work. So, I mean, even to, you should definitely try and connect with him through LinkedIn or whatever it is. Making these connections, it's really important even after the Rookie Awards is finished.
Yes.
I was just going to ask one question, like what advice would you give people entering into the Rookie Awards? What would be the top sort of 3 things that you would say to somebody that was thinking about entering into the Rookie Awards for next year?
Boss, I think it's to take the competition like a challenge, and même si t'es pas sûr
even if
true of yourself, you just do it and yes, yeah, don't ask yourself too many questions to before to go on the concours. Yes.
The cool. I was just going to say that if anyone has any questions that they want to ask Charly, just throw it in the chat, and we can answer some questions as well.
So, Charly, I was just going to ask, how has the Rookies Awards changed your life?
Changed my life? I don't know. I think I'm maybe a little more confident of my work now, because when I work on something, when I work, I'm happy. When I work on it, I'm happy. But when I finish, I have that's weird feeling. I'm not very not sure. It's je pense pas que c'est.
Je vois never think that it's very only see the default.
Je vois plus que ce que j'ai mal. Je vois que ce que j'ai mal fait dans le truc.
So he always see what's bad on the work instead of seeing what is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I think
that's the trait of an artist, though.
Yeah, exactly. I think we all do that. We're all our own worst critique
Right.
artists. Quick question. Somebody just put in the chat. How long did each of the pieces take you to do?
For the Ozymandias, it took me 1 month and a half, I think. Mm-hmm. But I work on it on my free time. And for comment il s'appelle encore? Yes, the Wire character. Jimmy, I take more longer because I do it earlier.
Yep. Excellent.
I think it takes me for 4 months for finish the character.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible.
And what would it take you in the industry,
Yes.
Christina, just to give it a rough idea of an industry professional to do something like that?
You know what, like to get that level of detail, I would say it would take a couple months, full time. So, you've done absolutely fantastic to be able to do that. Just they're getting those details in the eyes and the hands. A couple months at least. So very well done to you.
Thank you.
You make us look bad.
Honestly, you would give professional artists a run for their money, Charly. Yeah. So absolutely, we were all blown away by your work. So
yes, thank you. Really can.
So tell us what does the future look like for Charly? Like, you said you're doing some freelance work at the moment. If you were to say, hey, in 5 years I want to be working at that studio, like what would that studio be? Or maybe not. Maybe it's just remain freelance. I don't know. Tell us.
No, I want to work with in a company because where I can share we can share our experience. So it's but I don't have no, but I don't have a specific company I want to work. I just want to work with passionate people.
Yeah, great. Awesome.
Passionate.
Yeah, passionate's good.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes.
And in your spare time outside of visual effects and ZBrush and texturing X, Y, Z and creating characters, like what do you enjoy doing? Like you've been in Belgium for a while now. Are you sporty? Like what do you do to relax and you know outside of your computer?
But my two favorite sports it's the sculpting and the oh not on what I like to do on my free time.
Oui.
Yes. I look a lot of movie. I'm really a big. It's on one my other. It's my other passion.
Mm-hmm.
But of that, I like to walk and walk before the COVID, and spend time with my family and friends.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
And what would be your top sort of movie if we were to say, hey, you know, what's your most favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie? That's a very complicated question. I look a lot of too much movie because I look like 3 or 4 movie per week, so I can really say this one is my favorite movie. But I can't say my favorite animated movie or my favorite thriller or something like that. But favorite movie is I can't tell that.
Too many to name.
Can you name
Fair
a
enough.
couple?
Yes. Sorry.
Can you name a couple then?
Yes. What I have in head. I love the Spirit Away. I love a movie he called The Chess. It's a Korean movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen that.
No.
Yes, it's but the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
I have really too much movie to come on my head. Maybe I can after the live I can put a list of 20 movie on the chat.
Yeah,
If
cool.
If somebody want to show.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I've never heard of the Korean one. Is that an
Yeah.
animated?
The chasse.
The Shias. Okay.
We'll have to go watch it. This
No,
might be a
it's
bit of
not
an
an-
easier one.
It's a thriller, I think. It's a cop, no, not a cop, but a detective movie. When
Yeah.
you have a mystery and you need to find the the killer. Yes.
Excellent.
Sounds fantastic.
Cool.
But it's really based on the characters. It's like I like on that movie.
Excellent.
Yes.
Got a bit of an easier question. What's your most favorite thing to eat? maybe something local to Belgium.
What I ate.
Isn't that beer?
Yeah.
I don't eat. Maybe I'm really a lazy person on cooking, on food. I eat very everything, but I don't really have a favorite. I think I don't have a favorite thing.
He's the kind of person who can mix absolutely everything.
Yes. Je pense que j'ai pas de truc préféré sur rien en fait.
Yeah, he's saying that he doesn't have anything favorite. Like he like to discover so many things.
Yes, I like.
Never have something that is on it and only it.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. I think I'm like the same. I think I just love food, all cuisines,
Yeah.
right?
Food's good.
Yes. it's new. It's good.
Yeah, excellent. But and so for I was going to say, I mean, yeah, we'd love to get you doing some sort of article on one of your characters at some stage, Charly, just to see how the breakdown of it and what you did for it, just to give people that are obviously wanting to learn some of the techniques. Yeah, we'd love to get you to do an article on the rookies. But I'll ping you a message with that later on, and we can if you've got some spare time or whatever it may be, just to if you've got any. You said you're working on a couple of personal projects as well. Are they more character-based stuff as well, or?
Sorry?
You said you're...
Yes. So, yes, for the article, yes, I can give some advice if we can help.
Excellent. And you're working on a couple of personal projects as well?
Yes, two personal projects, but it's really early on the stage.
Characters?
Yes, two characters. One for video game, and another just just the other is just insane. Just insane.
Okay, just a scene he's making with friends.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yes.
We have a question as well. Have you worked on, or do you plan to work on something that's might be a bit different from character work, maybe a creature or some environment work or something?
Yes. Assets sometimes, creature often. But I never do. I'm not really good on environment.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you can't be amazing at everything, Charly.
But in my Instagram, I think I have one creator. If people want to see how my creator is.
Awesome.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I think we're running out of questions, and unless some people that are watching want to ask a few more questions, but mate, it's been an absolute pleasure to be able to meet you in person, because we never get that opportunity after the Rookie Awards. So I am, over the moon to meet you and talk with you about your journey so far. Thank you for entering into the Rookie Awards this year, and enjoy the prizes. Hopefully you've got a lot of the licenses and everything that you won, and enjoying that. And good luck with the future. I mean, keep in contact. We love to see people even after they've left the Rookie Awards and follow their journey into the industry. And, we have a lot of people from the previous years that now come back and are either judges or, they're giving back in other ways. So, please keep in contact, and thank you, Emma, for translating. Looking after younger brother. You know what I mean? Hey?
It put me in an awkward situation.
Did you even know you were going to be doing that today?
Not at all. I was next to him, like, no.
Brilliant, excellent. That's what it's all about. So, thank you very much. And Christina, did you have anything you wanted to finish up with?
No, I think we've gone through everything. But yeah, I just wanted to say, like as I said before, we were absolutely blown away. So wish you all the absolute best and all the luck in the world, for whatever your future brings you. Really excited for you. So well done.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very happy to do that. It's really nouveau pour moi. It's really new for me, that, and I like it.
Yeah, excellent, mate. Well, thank you very much for coming on. And I'll ping you an email anyway. And like I said, we'd love to get an article from you. So all the best.
Yeah, thank you. But I will look for that. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. And thank you to all our viewers that have jumped online to listen to Charly's story. If you haven't seen his work, then jump on the Rookies, and he's the winner for the visual effects category this year. I think your details are on the website as well, Charly. If somebody wanted to email you, where would they contact you? Where's the best place?
I am really active on Instagram, and and station.
Do you want to put your handle in the message there, and just for your Instagram?
Yes, of course.
I'll check it out as well. So just to give people a heads up while Charly's doing that, this is going to be a regular series. We've got somebody else on next Sunday as well. And just trying to remember who it is. I think it's one of the Game of the Year winners. And we're going to be scheduling that out. So, if you want to hear more people's journeys and how they, how they entered into the rookies and have gone on to win, then tune in next Sunday. Christina's going to be hopefully technically savvy and everything's up to speed with it.
Working now.
Everything's working now, which is great. But that's why I thought I'd just jump on just to make sure everything went well first. So look forward to it. And once again, thank you, Charly. Take care, and we'll talk soon, buddy.
Yeah, thank you so much, Charly.
Yeah, thank you to you. It's really nice to meet you.
You too, mate.
Yes. Bye.
See you later, guys.
See you, mate.
Yeah, see you.
All right.